I've been a professional actor since I was 6 years old, so that's 24 years I've been doing this. And this guy is like, just floors me every time. He's like really, really good at what he does. Not only at making stuff look good, but also like understanding it from the actor's point of view and making it really comfortable for them, which is rare, because a lot of cinematographers know how to make, you know, a good-looking shot, but they're sort of, they sort of ignore what's going on the other side of the camera, and he's the opposite of that, and it's really my utmost compliments to you. I love you, Jay.
So tell me, can you think of some memorable experience that you had at a cinema that impacted you or that sticks with you?
Yeah, I was thinking about when you were saying that, actually. I'm sure everybody has that feeling. I'm a lot older than probably most people here, except for him.
Me too.
Except for Declan. But Declan's younger than me, actually. But yeah, but is there anybody over 40 in here, for fuck's sake? No, see, nobody. There was a great filmmaker in the 60s and 70s whose name was Hal Ashby.
Yeah, sure, I know Hal Ashby.
I know you
Harold and Maude, and yeah,
Coming Home. And he was just a wonderful filmmaker. Being There and Shampoo.
Oh, I just saw Shampoo.
Yeah, that's a great. It's a brilliant film. And I remember I was on a summer vacation with my family in Rhode Island, in a place called Block Island. And they had a little rinky-tink theater there, and this was probably in 1975, something, 76, something like that. But they were showing Shampoo in the theater, and it would have been 75 because I was under 17. You couldn't get into an R-rated movie when you're 17.
Yeah.
And we snuck into the theater to see this film, and it was Warren Beatty and Julie Christie, right on, and a bunch of other great performers, and the movie blew my mind. Hal Ashby's work was, like, later on became really important to me. Being There, being one of the most, influential pictures to me as a cinematographer, because the photography was so beautiful, and Peter Sellers' performance was so brilliant. But we snuck into the theater. They wouldn't let us in.
Right, of course.
And they were IDing at the front of the theater, and it was kind of a barn, and they wouldn't let us in. And so me and my friend Andy snuck around the back and got into the theater and watched the movie, and it completely blew my mind. And as a 15-year-old boy, all I remember was there's a scene where Warren Beatty walks into a room, and Carrie Fisher is probably 17, 18 years old, and she's eating a carrot.
That's Princess Leia.
Princess Leia. And she turns to Warren Beatty and goes, "You want to fuck?" And he shrugs.
This is where we learn about sex, is from the movie.
That was how I learned about sex. That's how I learned how to sneak into movies, but that was my memorable movie experience.
What to you is the difference between... Do you ever watch movies at home?
Oh yeah, all the time. We have a screening room at home, and like you said, we take it very seriously.
Right.
My Mrs. Anna is here, and my daughter Claire is here, and shut up. And we have a screening room downstairs, and we take it very seriously.
So what is it? So what then? If you can watch it at home on the screening room, what motivates you to continue going out to movies?
Because it's exactly as you said. It's the experience with other people around you, particularly when there's a laugh. If there's any kind of a laugh, you've got to be around other people. It's not the same being in that room, and the experience in general, just of queuing and getting in there, and everybody's together, and a laugh. A wow moment. I mean, this motherfucker, I filmed him upside down, rotating around. I'm telling you, there's nobody that's more physically agile, aside from his incredible acting talents. This guy is insanely agile and an incredibly fit man, and I filmed him rotating upside down inside a hallway, hanging from a wire, all this shit. So that kind of thing, when you're in the theater, and at the end of the scene where you had with the guy in the hallway, Marvin, thank you, Marvin, the stuntman, fighting it out in 0G. At the end of that scene, I saw it in 3 different theaters with a live audience, and everybody burst out in applause, and that happened every time on the screen of that movie, and that is part of the experience.
That's crazy. See, you're then applauding for... Who are you applauding for? Because the actors can't hear you; they're on celluloid.
You're just inside. You're feeling it. You're going with it, and the ones that are texting suddenly go, "Oh, what is this?" But you know, the people that are paying attention, they get that jazz. It's just like playing music. Joe and I have played music together before.
That's true.
It's that same vibe. If you're doing it right and you're hitting it, you know, the people respond and you get it back.
I love it when people applaud in a movie theater. I feel like the sort of secret is that when people applaud in a cinema, they're really applauding for each other. Is really who you're doing it for. Is so that we're all like, we're so excited to be here together, and like, good for you for coming here tonight. Like, round of applause, because I came too.
It's an interactive experience, and that you're absolutely right. As great as our home cinemas get, as wonderful technologically as they get, there is nothing quite like experiencing it with a live audience, and it's like that with music, it's like that with cinema, and I hope and pray that it never goes away.
Thank God, amen for that. Yeah, let's hear it for Wally. All right?
Thank you.
Let's hear it for Miss White, shall we?